delighted to talk about Devajyoti Ray's paintings. They are very colorful, there's a lot of vibrancy in the painting, and an interesting aspect of each of the painting is that they tell a certain story, and it also leaves much to the imagination of the viewer, because each painting lends a certain perspective, but it's not very clear what exactly the painter had in mind. So in that sense, the viewer forms his own perspective. And these are all like daily, the paintings reflect day-to-day life, like, you know, a child being taken away by the father when the mother is going to work, and the child is literally crying and telling the mother, don't go to work. So that's a clear example of, you know, something that happens in everyday life. Then there were some other paintings that I have seen of, you know, there was another one which I saw of ladies driving a car, lighting a cigarette, and it was called Irreverence, which is a dangerous trend, you know, in a busy city. You're smoking and driving. So in certain paintings, there is a message that the painter is trying to give. You know, it could be basically talking about safety, and, you know, also telling what things are happening around us in our day-to-day life. This particular painting has no any caption, but it's very, as I said earlier, this was the child basically crying and telling the mother not to go to work. This is a Freedom Cafe, which is another interesting piece. In the rain, you know, there's this couple with a goat or a sheep, I can't tell, but you know, it's again walking in the rain. Another one here is Riya's stool. He's got, I think, a musical instrument in his hand, and he's singing. There's, you know, the painter has brought life into these certain paintings where, you know, it looks very lively to me. The other point I'd like to make about the paintings is these are really huge paintings. The dimensions are like 40 by 50, 50 by 60, and it must have taken a lot of time to work on these kind of paintings. And acrylic on canvas is not a very easy medium. It is very time consuming, and it is very demanding. In that sense, I think you've got to congratulate the painter for the dedication in his work.
So my name is Devajyoti Ray, and this is my first exhibition that I am doing in Bangalore. This is a thematic exhibition that I am organizing, which traces the history of modern contemporary art since 1911, since the First World War. At the time of First World War, there had been seismic changes in the art world, and we see the production of certain kinds of artwork which were very irreverent. So one of the most iconic artworks was the work of Marcel Duchamp. Marcel Duchamp had planted a simple urinal pot into the exhibition gallery and called it art. At that time, people accepted that as a piece of art because the whole European society was disturbed by the First World War, and there was people were finding that the old uncertainties were no longer relevant, were getting distorted, and that is the reason why that kind of art became popular.